Good day to students and our lecturer for this course, Dr. Renewable. This is a presentation for Group K that consists of Kyle Paris, Lyndon Thompson, Nikolai Powder, Jerome Eversley, and Julian Stenson. And we have chosen the topic Renewable Energy in the Caribbean for our group presentation. Before we move on to what renewable energy is in the Caribbean, we should know what is renewable energy. Now, renewable energy is the energy that has been derived from the Earth's natural resources that are not finished or exhaustible. Renewable energy is an alternative to the traditional fossil fuels and are less harmful to the environment. There are many different forms and types of renewable energy that come from the world, but there are mainly three that are commonly found in the Caribbean. They are solar energy, which is heat emission from the sun, wind energy, which is produced from the Earth's uneven warm spots and cool spots, and hydropower energy, which is stored in water dams via the flow of water, which are all used to help create electricity.
Good morning. My name is Kyle Paris and I will be speaking about the history of renewable energy. Solar, wind, and hydropower are the main sources, but let's not forget geothermal and biomass as part of it too. It started with water wheels, which used the concept of hydropower and converted it into mechanical power, which is now the basis for the hydroelectric systems. Windmills, which are the basis on which modern wind turbines are conceptualized, were used to pump water to mill grain, and by using the wind's force to turn its blades and rotor to produce mechanical power. Solar energy in 7 BC was used as a heat source as well as being used to light fires with magnifying glass materials. It was also used for lighting through the use of mirrors in early parts of history. Through the invention of photovoltaic cells, solar energy could then be converted to electricity, stored, and then used to produce power to benefit today's society. These forms of energy are an alternative for the depleting source of fossil fuels, and they do not provide any harmful emissions to damage the environment.
The Association of Mechanical Engineers strive to bring awareness and implementation of various types of renewable energy by targeting the Ministry of Energy and energy industries. The Caribbean must not be left behind while the world advances in technology and sustainable development. Solar energy is pertinent in the Caribbean because the region is subjected to only two seasons and thus possesses an abundance of sunlight. Wind energy is also possible when a criterion is met which maximizes efficient energy. Electricity can also be harnessed from mechanical work done by water to facilitate hydroelectric means. The region must utilize its natural resources at all costs instead of depending on external resources. Solar, wind, and hydro energy sources help the Caribbean's challenge in sustaining renewable energy.
Renewable energy economically challenges the Caribbean. The installation of solar energy systems is initially costly due to the materials used and technology involved in the process. An equal amount of effort is needed to maintain the solar equipment to maximize efficiency and longevity. Countries lacking in either space, high winds, or high altitudes tend to not heavily invest in wind turbines. Solar wind systems are good at supplying energy in remote locations. However, since batteries are used for these hybrid systems, their manufacturing materials and waste harm the environment. Hydroelectric energy also has cons. Hydroelectric systems demand a large amount of time and money to construct. Large bodies of water at high altitudes are better suited to convert potential energy to kinetic energy, which creates the issue as to where to put these systems.
Even though photovoltaic systems require high-quality maintenance, very few problems occur for PV systems in the Caribbean. I personally use a PV system to reduce electricity costs and only require routine checkups with little to no problems. Solar wind utilizes energy storage for emergency situations like hurricanes and power outages. This is useful for niche situations since the system incurs unwanted waste. Hydroelectric systems have proven to produce massive amounts of power ranging in the billions of kilowatts of energy annually. Applicable hydro systems throughout the Caribbean may increase the region's sustainable energy efficiency quotas.